Hello and welcome to UK's Strongest Man, The Next Generation 2012. I'm Matt Bell.
And I'm Nick Aldis.
And you're joining us here on Challenge in the glorious city of Belfast. Now Nick, you were thrust into the spotlight at the tender young age of 21 on the show Gladiators. Tell me about the stresses of competing at such a young age.
Well, today you're going to be looking at a proving ground, Matt. The 8 guys behind us are young, they're hungry, and they're going to do everything they can to prove to the world that they are the next generation of UK strongmen.
If you want to see hungry young athletes pulling, pushing and grunting their way to victory, then stick around, you're in the right place. Before we get stuck into the action though, let's hear what they think.
Thomas Parks, 23, Scotland.
Adam Bishop, 23, from Surrey in England.
Peter O'Kane, 23, Marfelt, Ireland.
Connie Spears, 20, and I stay in Fife in Scotland.
Chris Bundell, 23, from Portsmouth.
Josh McCabe, 20, from Korean in Ireland.
Mark Tottenham, 22, Newcastle, England.
Matthew McCoy, 18, Ralstown, Ireland.
Well, there you have it, 8 strapping young lads, all chomping at the bit to pick up the mantle and be tomorrow's strong men. Now, events-wise, what's first, Nick?
Up first is the push-pull medley. To explain in more detail, let's hand it to our pushy expert who's always on the pull, the ladies' man himself, the daddy, Glenn Ross!
Junior UK Strongest Man 2012, Event 1, the Olympic push and pull medley. We've got a bronze zone, a silver zone and a gold zone, a 100 kilo log, 200 kilo block, a 110 kilo axle, a 225 kilo block. And we're finishing with this massive dumbbell, 78 kilograms, and a 250 quarter of a ton block to put on the platform. This is an Olympic challenge of strongman style. Who's gonna win? You'll soon see.
Well, of course, the first pairing is matches Ireland with Scotland.
From Ireland,
Matt McCoy of Ireland. He's 18 years old, a farmer from Randallstown,
from
6
Scotland,
feet 1, 19.5 stone. And this is Thomas Parks of Scotland, care worker from the Isle of Lewis. And you've heard the task ahead of them, and it is pretty tough indeed. Should be quite straightforward the early part of the competition, but once it gets into the silver and gold zone, well, if it does get into the gold zone, then it becomes very, very tough indeed. So these are the first 2.
Take a grip.
On the left, Thomas Parks of Scotland, the blue of Scotland on their shorts, the green of Ireland of Matthew McCoy. Calls himself the real McCoy, well, we'll soon see. Part 1. Now the block, which is 200 kilograms. Now they go out to the silver zone, 115 kilogram block, and then just make sure it's. Now here comes the big block in the silver zone, 225 kilograms. Good press by the Irishman McCoy. Now they're both back even again. Got to get this block up. 225 kilograms of block. Just got to get it onto that. It's almost there, McCoy. Can't quite get it there. Just composing himself again. Notices that his Scottish opponent, Tom Parks, has not done it either. And there's still time. There's a 90-second time limit, but they're still within that. The chances of them getting to the gold on this, very slim indeed. Now, can he get this up onto that 225? Oh, he's got the edge. He's got the edge. Now, can he just shuffle it forward? And if he can, then he's in business. Oh yeah, this is a good move by Matthew McCoy of Ireland. He's got it there, and that gives him the advantage and much support for him, as you can see. Now he goes into the gold zone. Now this 78 kilogram dumbbell. Now then, can he get this? Ooh. Now, did he get that? I'm not sure he did. Not sure what the decision was on that. Lots of discussion going on. But nevertheless, the next pairing, Mark Topham of England, from Newcastle upon Tyne. He's 5'10", 15.5 stone, so he's lightweight really.
Adam Bishop.
Adam Bishop, also of England, strength and conditioning coach. He's a bit taller at 6'2", is Bishop.
Happy? Okay, lads. All the best. Take your grip.
Now Topham.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
The two Englishmen battering it out here. These juniors. And that Bishop going nicely at the moment. Good press, that's very well done indeed. Now then, he's got to get this 225 kilogram weight up into the air. Bishop going very well indeed. Bishop. Been training for 7 years, incidentally, this fella. Now then, dumbbell. Can you get the dumbbell? The gold zone. It's the balance. It's the balance of that gold zone dumbbell at 78 kilograms. It's heavy, but it's also the fact that you've got to get an absolute balance on it to get the thing in the air. And no, he's not going to get that, I don't think. No. He's got time. He's got time, so he might as well have a go at it. Don't give up is the instruction, and that's good. Now, did he get that? I'm not sure that either of those dumbbell lifts have been given, you know.
Adam, impressive effort there. Struggle on that dumbbell, it looks incredibly difficult.
It's very tough. I've pressed that exact dumbbell before, but they put some paint on it. It's so slippy. I think I got done by the gold paint there. So
how much pressure is there on your cardio? It looks like a lot to me.
It's a lot because you're working at such a high percentage of your overall heart rate max. So you're talking like anaerobic threshold straight away.
From England.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Chris Bundell.
Chris Bundell from Southampton, a cable joiner by trade. He's 23, 6'3" tall, against an Irishman called Joshua McCabe. The second in the Junior Ireland Strongest Man this year was McCabe. Incidentally, McCoy, we saw earlier, was third in that competition. We've got top 3 Irish young men here in this competition. So McCabe versus Bundell. Bundell in the white shorts. And McCabe, obviously the Irish green. Bundell going very nicely indeed on this one. Now, Bundell looks good, doesn't he? Army Junior Powerlifting Champion a couple of seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, South of England's Strongest Man. He's just put that 250 kilogram weight in the silver zone. Now he's got the 78 kilogram dumbbell. Now if he can press this. Yes, he can. That's a good one. Now he's got the 250 kilogram block to get onto that platform. Powerful, the Irishman having real problems. Joshua McCabe really struggling so far with a 250 kilogram in the silver zone. Tell you what, this Chris Bundell looks good. Oh, he's got it. Oh, he's gone all the way. Well, that's the first full round then for England. And Irishman Joshua McCabe says no, can't go any further. He's got more time, I must say, and there'll be people encouraging him to go on. But I'm not sure that he'll be able to do that. He got the 150 kilogram bar above his head, but that's it. The time has gone. And so a very big win there by Chris Bundell.
From
the
Scotland,
next pairing.
Cameron Spears.
Cameron Spears of Scotland.
From Ireland,
Caldy incidentally, fine welder by trade, and this is Pierce O'Kane Junior Ireland's strongest man this year, ahead of Joshua McCabe, incidentally. Was 8th in last year's Junior UK strongest man. Had broken finger, I understand, during the competition, so he did well to complete that. He's 23, O'Kane.
Ready?
Scottish blues versus the Irish green. Yes, O'Kane. That's a very good start from him. He needs the 200 kilogram block, and that's done that very, very comfortably indeed. Now, silver zone, 115 kilograms up very easily. Now then, this is the one that's caused problems for some. A 225 kilogram. He's got that quite comfortably. Well done to him. Now he's into the gold zone. So a very good performance by Pierce O'Kane. Can he get that going? Not yet. And what about Cameron Spears? Cameron Spears is really struggling in this. Struggling on the 200 kilogram block. Just off your shot at the moment. The Irishman forges ahead.
Come on, Pierce. 1 minute gone.
There's only a minute gone. He's got 30 seconds. He's got it. Yes, he's got it. Now then, can he get 250 kilogram block up onto the top? That's a big ask, isn't it? He's got to get into a deep squat, arms long and passive. He just can't get the height on it. Still tight. Been given the time left, and there's not a lot left. Reverse grip on that block. Power lifting movement this. I don't think he's going to do that. No, he says, I can't do it.
Chris, hello. An explosive first event there.
Yeah, it's great, yeah. Great start, really. I can't ask for much more than that, to be honest.
So walk me through. I mean, you were the only person to finish the course. That must feel pretty good.
Yeah, feels great, yeah. I mean, the height helps putting those blocks on the board, but at the end of the day, I wasn't the tallest person there, so can't help that much. And no, great event for me, really, to be honest. I was quite happy, really happy.
Well, it certainly was. Let's have a look and see where they finished. Bundell gets 8, O'Kane 7, Bishop 6, McCoy 5, Parks 4, McCabe 3, and Spears and Topham equals 7.